What's the game that we were playing with?
Mia be lying or Mia be lying still.
Okay, so Mia be lying on that, right? Because this is what I remember.
Give it up for Mia be lying.
Hey.
How big is your feet?
I'm 5'11" and I wear 12.
Okay, I have measuring tape.
Yes,
so
measure that. So, okay, measure my foot. Jump right on into it.
You wore a different color green dress in the promo shoot. When you saw that you were in the center of the photo shoot.
When I walked into that set, first of all, Karen looks like the mother of the bride, and those are my bridesmaids. Do they?
How do you feel when people feel like, Mia, you hustled Gordon while you were in a relationship with Ink?
But when I met Gordon, I was 19.
And how old was he when y'all met?
He was in his 50s. Gordon and I, in full transparency, were never intimate. He just legit wanted to splurge and spoil me. And that got his rocks off.
How is your relationship with Gordon today?
He lives in my building. I see him on the elevator. I have ran into his girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend?
He has a girlfriend.
Is she cute?
I saw her. I was like, really, Gordon? Can you at least go find someone that looks better? But you know, it's not all about the looks, right?
What do you say to people who feel like Mia is using her son in this fraternity for a storyline?
If we didn't address it, then I would be Karen Hooger.
Who do you think is the father, Jeremiah? Do you want to play a game of Mia be lying?
Lord. Okay.
Or Mia be lying still? Okay.
Okay.
So, Jacqueline, you and Ink, have y'all ever had a threesome?
The only thing that
I do remember is
we saw you get kicked out of Gizelle's event.
the two women who sat there and was questioning whether or not I was protecting my kids had me on a goddamn world tour and accepting fake awards. Because I really do like Gizelle, but don't sit there and wait. This is where I got Candiace's back on this one. Don't sit and wait until the cameras come around to be like, oh, I'm concerned about the kids. No, you're not. But yeah, I'm hurt by it.
A lot of people have questioned the authentic friendships on this show, right? I had no idea you and Gizelle were that close.
She has shown up for me authentically off camera. When Gordon did TMZ, she wanted to throw a whole like emancipation of Mimi. In hindsight, I thought, you know, oh, she's showing up for me. But now I'm like, nah, girl, you were celebrating my turmoil. Gag.
When you and Gordon are officially divorced, is your plan to immediately get engaged or marry Ink? And would Ink move to DC or would you move to Atlanta?
We are looking to build in.
Hey Raindrops, now before we get into this video, I want to talk to you about joining my community. Yes, my YouTube community of subscribers. So make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. It helps build the channel and build our community. I love it when you guys comment and post. So remember, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel.
Shouldn't be mad.
You are a stallion.
Thank you.
Your name, instead of Mia be lying, I gotta call your new name.
Okay, yes.
Mia be
loving.
No, Mia be stallying.
Okay, that part. Period. All right? It's in my DNA. How we looking?
Mia, you are a bad chick, honey.
Just trying to keep up with you.
No, honey. Instead of keeping up with Kardashians, be keeping up with Mia.
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay, let me case. All right, let me know when we're good to go. How you feel?
I feel good. So, like, give me a fire.
I'm good to flyaways.
Thank you.
Cause you know I love all the girls, and I'm so used to this with my girls that I have to like do the flyaways. I know.
Don't get me started. Let me reel it back in.
Raindrops. On this episode of Reality with the King, we are here with royalty. We are here with somebody that I am starstruck over. And y'all know I know all the girls. I love all the girls. I have met everybody, honey, from Oprah to Beyonce to Kim Kardashian West. Well, now Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
But tonight we have somebody who I love and have so much affection for. Give it up, Raindrops.
She's finally here. The number one person, besides Portia, that y'all have been requesting. Give it up for Mia Be Lying. Yeah.
Hey, Carlos.
Yes.
Finally. Too long. Too long.
You are more beautiful and exquisite in person.
Thank you, babe.
I'm obsessed with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Your body's bodying.
It's doing a little something.
You have on a onesie.
Yes. No, it's two-piece.
Is it a two-piece?
Yes, it's an illusion.
You look good.
Thank you, baby.
The blonde is
You look
blonding.
good. Thank
well,
you.
I had to look good for you.
Thank you.
You
Well,
know,
look good.
and your feet don't look as big in person.
My feet are not that big at all, okay? I'm tall.
How big is your feet?
I'm 5'11", and I wear 12.
Okay, I have measuring tape.
Yes,
so
measure that. And look, Andy said I had cute shoes.
Okay, right.
So, okay, measure my foot.
So, okay, Mia.
I'm glad I have my toes done.
Okay, Mia. Okay, we're gonna measure her feet, guys. Okay, because people said when Nicki Minaj wrote Bigfoot, it was about you.
Okay.
And not somebody else. Okay, so
Oh,
Mia.
see, look, they're an 11. I wear shoes according to, so my toes don't be looking crazy.
So this how big Mia's feet is.
Can I have my shoe back?
Yes, you can. Come on, Cinderella.
I mean, jump right on into it.
I love it. Now listen, all jokes aside, this Mia Be Lying took off and it was in sheer fun.
Okay, well, can we make sure that I'm not lying, right? Measure, what was my foot? What was my foot size?
Oh,
right?
it said 11.
Okay, boom. All right.
So yeah, Mia,
You know what they
don't
say
be
about
lying.
girls with big feet?
What they say?
They got big socks.
They got big socks? Well, let's talk about you.
Okay.
The Raindrops have taken this Mia Be Lying and ran with it. But I want to ask you, do you have as much fun with it as we do? Because it's not in any negativity, and I hope you know that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I think it's fun. I think it's unjust. Like, I don't take myself too seriously sometimes. So I think it's cute.
Okay.
You know, I know the truth. And sometimes I be stretching the truth sometimes. I mean, and that's like being honest and authentic in that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. It's a viewpoint. It's how I view things.
Okay.
You know, everybody doesn't have the same mindset.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the Mia mindset.
Yes,
It's high in frequency.
correct.
Okay.
You know, and you know, and it's good. It works for me.
No, listen, baby, everything works for you. Instead of Mia Be Lying, we're gonna call you Mia Be Stallioning.
Okay.
You are a stallion.
Thank you.
And I want to ask you this. Did you ever think in a million years that you would have emerged as one of the premier faces and stars of the Real Housewives of Potomac? Because to me, when I first saw you on that show, and people can go to my tweets, I said, ladies, gentlemen, we are witnessing a breakout star. And now it has come true.
Yes.
You are one of the stars. And some people may say you are the star. But how does it feel knowing that you're one of the premier faces of the franchise?
You know, I honestly don't even know if I consider myself that, right? Like, I just live my life authentically who I am. And I'm reminded by people who have known me my entire life. They're like, no, Mia, you came out a star. When you came out of your mama's womb, we were like, okay, the girl had a size 1 foot when she was born, all right? She's different. I left the hospital with like Jordans on my feet.
What?
Swear. And so I'm like, okay. So, you know, I'm different. You know, I'm unique. And I know that sometimes like it's God-given. You know what I mean? I has no control over who I am. So do I see myself that way? Do I aspire to be that? No, I'm just being myself. And I'm evolving and I'm growing. And this experience has definitely taught me a lot about myself because, you know, it's one thing to do things, but then when you see yourself and then you get other people's opinions, because, you know, I've always in spaces where people probably felt a certain type of way, but didn't dare say it, right? They want to keep their job. So, I mean,
Period.
big flex. But, you know, so now I'm in a space where it's like, okay, all right, that's how you feel? Cool. You know, all right, cool. Like, all right, I can change that. I can amend to that, you know? Maybe I shouldn't be that much of a ass. You know what I mean? And I think it's really been humbling for me to be able to be in this energy space. You know what I mean? I have some really dope, amazing people in my life who have always told me how amazing I am. And then this platform, I'm now being put out there to be reminded that, no, you are human. We're all human. So, and I think that's good. It's been good for my soul.
Are some of the girls threatened by your newfound stardom? Some of your castmates?
I don't know what them girls are. I don't know. I don't think so. They should be. I'm never threatened by another woman's success. And especially if it's somebody's on my team. Do you know what I mean? So I think that they should be more so ecstatic because if one win, we all win, right? That's my model. So I don't know how they feel.
Well, Karen.
I hope not.
Karen called you a dilapidated stripper.
Pole dancer, which I don't know nothing about a pole. I wish I did, but I don't.
How do you feel about her calling you that?
You know, I think Karen has a lot going on right now. And while I really do want to say, you know, some really not so nice things, but I'm going to give her grace, right? Because what happens when you're going through something? When you're going through something, misery loves company, right? So to be a dilapidated pole dancer, it's like, okay, so you're not only coming for me, you're coming for a whole community of women who are working their butts off to get to their next level of life. You know, one of the things that I always tell people, and it's hard because, you know, being an entertainer does have its negative connotations, you know, because there's different types of clubs. Well, the club that I worked at, there were girls in there that are now doctors and lawyers and real estate agents and have really made themselves a name for themselves. And they, you know, have gotten married and have children and they're so uber successful, probably far successful than some of the girls that I know. Oh my God, no shade. But I'm just saying, like, but they started in a strip club. That's where that was their marketing platform to get in front of their customers. You know, a lot of girls were going to school to be real estate agents and then selling homes to our customers. You know what I mean? So you can't, and I'm going to speak for them forever. So for Karen to say that, it's like, no, you just don't speak on something you don't know nothing about.
And I want to clear something up because obviously you have admitted that, yes, you used to dance. And when you met Gordon, you met him at the strip club.
I did.
Okay. I interviewed your amazing boyfriend, Ink, who is fantastic. It was also revealed.
I'm glad you think so. I think
no,
so
I love
too.
Ink. Ink is great. He's very handsome.
Amazing.
Like I said, he gives me a cross between Forrest Whitaker and
his soul. He's anointed. He really is. Like it's something about him. It was like that in high school. He's just getting even better with time, like fine wine. And I love him so much. I
love him too. So when you were living with Ink, though, you were working at the strip club. You met Gordon there. Ink did say that he found out about Gordon because the car that Gordon bought for you, the
co-sign.
I'm sorry.
I paid for my car. Gordon co-signed.
Did Gordon leave the down payment?
No. I don't think we had to leave a down payment.
You bought, but did Gordon give you the money for the car?
No. Gordon co-signed. I needed his credit.
Why didn't you use Ink's credit?
Why did I feel like I don't know why I didn't do it at the time. I want to say that Ink at that time didn't have like A++ credit. I know that he had, you know, his own cars, his own loans and things like that he had going on when we were kids. But we were also like 19 years old, you know? So I needed someone that was a little more seasoned so I can get that 0 down payment and get the car that I want. And then I did get a very modest car. Like Gordon had me looking at like Range Rovers and Lexuses, and I left the lot with a Honda Accord, a car I can afford, right?
Did you have a car note?
Yes, I paid it. And that's why he knew about it, because the car note came to the house. And his name is on there. My name is on the mail as well. And then Gordon's name was on there as well. And honestly, I didn't know that they send you actual paper mail. Like I can't get an electronic payment. Like, come on now. Y'all, they were messing up my hustle.
Teach the girls.
You know?
How do you feel when people feel like, Mia, you hustled Gordon while you were in a relationship with Ink?
You know, so I feel like, you know, it's easy for people to think that, right? But in reality, Gordon actually, back in the day, I'm not going to speak bad about my soon-to-be ex-husband because we are still legally married, going through a divorce. So, allegedly. Okay, I had to do it. Okay. Now, so, you know, Gordon actually helped a lot of the women in the club back in the day. He was considered, you know, a high roller. Now, in hindsight, Gordon was spending a lot of money in the club because of a condition he had, which unless you're close to him, you don't know it. But when he would go into mania cycles, he would come to the club and he would spend crazy amounts of money. And I used to be like, dang, like, is it disposable income? Like, is he that successful? I mean, he owned 14 McDonald's restaurants. So I was like, yeah, he's like very successful. But what was happening is that he was actually battling with his mental illness. And
so Gordon had the bipolar disease when you guys first met.
Yeah, but I wasn't aware of it.
He didn't tell you about it though.
No, he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me. And, you know, of course, someone who has that condition, when they're in mania, they're a lot of fun. We were traveling, we were spending a lot of money. He was buying all kinds of expensive gifts. Like, he was just like, yeah, you want it, go buy it. You want it, you know, we were going to Louis and we were doing the things. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is my kind of guy. You know what I mean? And Gordon and I, in full transparency, were never intimate. We were not. I did not cheat on Ink. I did not do anything. I didn't kiss him. We didn't do any type of like heavy petting. We didn't do anything. Nothing. He just legit wanted to splurge and spoil me. And that got his rocks off.
So you sitting here in all kitty cat attire. He never touched your kitty cat, purred on it, nothing.
Not before he purchased my car. He did 2 years later when we reconnected.
Were you and Inks in a relationship at that time?
No. Mm-mm.
Got it.
I had gotten married and gotten a divorce by my oldest son. When Gordon came back in the mix, I was single.
How is your relationship with Gordon today?
You know, we're co-parenting. You know, it has its ups and its downs, Carlos. It's very tricky because he lives in my building. Like, literally, I see him on the elevator. I have ran into his girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend?
He has a girlfriend, yeah.
How old is she?
She's younger than me.
Is she in her 30s?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Is she cute?
She's not ugly, you know? She's not Mia.
Well, no, it's Mia, honey.
I mean, when I saw her, I was like, really, Gordon, can you at least go find someone that looks better? But, you know, it's not all about the looks, right? I mean, she's just real, she's kind of basic Betty, but, you know.
Not a basic Betty.
But she's maybe good for him. You know, he can't go and get a seasoned woman that has some sense in her. He has to go younger and younger because he needs to go find a young girl that's impressionable that will buy into his BS. Because that's what happens to me. Now I'm a big old 40. I'm turning 40 for the record. You guys have not lied about my age. Okay, turning 40. But when I met Gordon, I was 19. I'm not the same woman.
You were 19. How old was he when y'all met?
Old.
40s?
No, he was in his 50s.
You were 19 when you guys met, and Gordon was in his 50s.
Yeah.
How old is Gordon now?
74, I think.
And he's dating somebody in their 30s.
Yeah.
Does she work?
As far as I know.
Do you know what she does for a living?
I have no idea.
Is she a dilapidated pole dancer?
She can't be.
Okay.
She couldn't even be the bartender, honey. I'm just saying. Just saying. Do you know Ashley told me that? She mentioned that she had tried to get hired at a strip club and they wouldn't hire her. Not as a bartender.
They wouldn't hire Ashley.
No. I said, girl, because you're daytime television. That's why. It's a nightclub.
You think Ashley gives daytime television?
Oh my gosh, yes. Disney Plus, for sure. She's just like, there's nothing sexy. It's like all cute. You disagree?
Ashley's cute. I mean, look, Ashley's a beautiful woman.
Yes.
But you say she doesn't give.
She's not like sexy. Honestly,
She gives you Finding Nemo?
and you guys have to stay tuned because there's a time where Ashley actually does something really, really cool. And we go and support her and she performs. And she was way sexy in that. And stay tuned on that.
Yes.
Did I clear it up for you?
No, you did. You really did.
Okay.
No, you did. You did.
Yeah.
No, and the thing...
And Gordon wasn't my only customer back in the day, you guys. Like, when you're an entertainer, you know how to do, like, really work it as a business. Like, you would have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And you don't want them coming in on the same days. Because then I'll mess up your game.
So a lot of people are requesting the Sierra prayer, but we have now, me and the Raindrops, we want the Mia prayer. So how can we have a guy provide nice things to us without anything in exchange?
I mean, I think you need to lay it out there. You know what I mean? And let people know you have your boundaries and your standards and what you are willing to, it's like, okay. And plus, you shouldn't be doing that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a fine line. It's not legal, you guys. Okay? You can't be doing that. So no. And I think that you actually get more from men when you preserve your temple.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the first episode was fantastic. I enjoyed the premiere. Social media, Black Twitter went ablaze.
Yeah.
When it came to the scene between you and Gordon with your children playing in the background, a lot of people are questioning why you are bringing up this storyline of paternity when your son has no idea what's going on. What do you say to people who feel like Mia is using her son in this paternity for a storyline?
Well, I don't do storylines. I do real life. When I decided to join a reality TV show, I decided to say, hey, I'm going to give y'all reality TV. This is what's going on in my real life. And this is something that's like prevalent that, I wouldn't have necessarily initiated, but Gordon did. And now that it's out there, I feel like we owe it to our viewers to at least understand what is going on. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to, it being not so good for my child, it's a gray area, right? But it's also something that's really prevalent and is going on in society. What I don't want to have happen is that you have all these men out here that think that someone, like, that's their child. And we as women kind of like, because it's easier, we don't allow our fathers to father our children. And I don't stand for that. I think it's our job as women, especially Black women, to make it easy for fathers, especially Black fathers, to be good fathers. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to ever be a situation where someone may think it's their child and they don't ever have the ability to know the truth or the facts behind it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's good for Jeremiah to know who, now that it's been a question, I don't want to just be like, yeah, no, just, it is what it is. No, baby boy, like, this was that question. We did the test. This is your dad. And let's continue to live life in a very honest way.
Yeah. Yeah. So when it comes to you now, I mean, listen, the reason why we all love the premiere and a lot of people love you is because you are bringing reality to this show. And unfortunately, there is a very small sector of people on social media, child, who don't understand, like, I did seasons 1 of Jersey and Atlanta Housewives. Like, we love real reality.
Yes.
And what has bothered me after that premiere episode is people judging you.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what do y'all want? Do y'all want real reality? Or do you want a bunch of cackling like, yeah? Like, you are giving real reality and you have really emerged in terms of having a storyline that we all are invested in.
I mean, I would prefer for it not to be something that we're talking about. But again, it's out there. And I feel like if I ran away from it, then, to me, that's me being less than a woman that I am.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not afraid of the truth. And I can't wait till it wraps up and we can go on to, you know, the kiki and the crazy fun reality. But, you know, it is real. And I feel like, you know, if we didn't address it, then I would be Karen Hooger.
Do you think Karen
No
shows?
shade.
Do you think
sorry.
Karen shows her reality to the show?
Answer's no.
Okay. Okay.
At all.
So last week on my podcast, you know, I gave you a glowing recommendation. If you haven't watched, please watch. We all recite the Mia prayer.
Okay.
I cannot wait for you to look at it because the last time I said something about you, you sent me a scathing DM.
Yeah, and I haven't watched since. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I watched your interview with Ink
Okay.
because I was like, oh, it's so cute. So good. It was a love letter.
It was a
Thank
love
you.
letter. It was Mia Moore. Yeah.
It was. But I also, and Carlos, let me say this. Like, I honestly love and respect what you do. I respect everybody who talks about our platform. And I think I said that to you. You know, whatever you're saying about us, I want it to be authentic. I want it to be real. I want it to be exactly how you feel, right? Because then what are we doing? But at the same, and I have a lot of respect for you.
Yes.
But so I don't hold it. I never hold anybody like tooth and nail for doing their job. You know? Same thing with our producers. Sometimes I'd be like, y'all shady. But I do not get mad at them because they're doing their job, you know? And I have to respect that. You know, if you are a reality TV producer, that comes with a certain level of, you know, you're making TV. And unfortunately, I get the brunt end sometimes of the edit, but that's okay. You're doing your job, which is, that's the professionalism.
Yeah, no, listen, I love you because
I try to respect.
No, I love you because you send me a scathing DM, and but the thing is this: I appreciate that you reached out directly because sometimes there's some people who have my phone number that chooses to like go off about me to other people, and I'm always like, y'all don't ask this person or these people like, don't you have Carlos' number? Why are you telling us about him? So I appreciate you hit me up.
Yes,
I said Mia, call me. You and I had an hour-long conversation.
Yes, we did.
And I was able to hear your POV.
Yes.
And I respected you from that jump because you took it upon yourself to say, listen, I love you, what you do. I don't like what you said.
No.
And we were able to talk about it. And I apologize to you. And we are here today.
Yeah.
Last week, me and the Raindrops, we questioned some things that happened.
Okay.
So instead of Mia be lying, we did say Mia be lying, ... still. Question mark.
Okay.
It was a question mark though.
Okay.
The way J-Lo has her album, This Is Me Then, and her new album is called This Is Me Now. So we want to play a game of Mia be lying.
Lord. Okay.
Or Mia be lying still. Okay.
Okay.
So in the premiere episode, the lovely Jacqueline, who I also had on my podcast because I'm so obsessed with you, I had your entire world on my podcast.
You did. Everybody except for my mama.
Your mama next, child.
No.
Please help me book it.
She would let that.
Okay. So Gizelle Kobe Bryant did her job and asked the question we wanted to know. Because you did say 2 years ago that you and Jacqueline had a threesome with one of your exes. And one thing we have seen with Jacqueline is she goes hard, no pun intended, for you and for Ink.
She does.
She, you know.
You really haven't
seen it. I love Jacqueline.
Okay.
You know, I'm a Jacqueline stan. I'm happy she's back on the show.
Me too.
Mia be lying or Mia be lying still? Or Mia Moore?
Where are we going with this?
Jacqueline, you and Ink, have y'all ever had a threesome? Whether it was kissing each other at the same time, you know, in the bed together and somebody's big toe touched somebody's, you know, stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So, and what did I say? No. So.
You want to make sure you're consistent? No, just tell me.
Okay.
Did you, Jacqueline, and Ink ever have anything? Sometimes people kiss.
So, I don't remember. No, seriously. Okay. The only thing that I do remember is I don't remember Ink and Jacqueline ever doing anything. And I don't remember Jacqueline and I ever doing anything with Ink present. Because Ink, honestly, and I said this in this season, Ink doesn't play about me. Ink is very protective about me. Ink is very much so like, what are you doing? Why? What was happening? Like, I don't want anybody saying anything bad about you. They don't know you. You know, he's very, very, very much so deeply in love with me. And so that is not something that he doesn't have it in him, right? Which is really refreshing because I've been living a decade where it's been the opposite. So it's really nice to be back in that, you know, queen seat, so to speak.
Where you're not being shared with others.
I don't have to, you know, and I don't have to share him.
Yeah.
And so, but, which I don't want to share him. I had a little moment. But, but I do remember we had just upgraded and we moved into like our little corner suite, and Jacqueline came to visit, and this is in Charlotte, and there was some activity going on between her and a friend.
A male friend or female friend?
A male friend.
Okay.
And we I remember watching. You guys, I'm a voyeur, right? Ink was there, but he didn't participate. So that's why it's a little gray. And I had to go back and we had to compare notes because, mind you, this is like 20 years ago, guys, right? We're kids. But no, not as far as I know. And that's so Mia, don't be lying.
In case your memory comes back to you, I'll do a retraction.
Okay. But I do think that we showered together, the three of us. But it wasn't intimate. Like, and you guys should know that about me by now. Like, I shower with my friends. And it's like a legit, we in there to get the job done, not to like be...
And what job is that, Mia?
To take a shower, to smell like soap.
The three of y'all needed to take a shower together to smell like soap?
Yeah.
So did something grow while y'all were showering?
No.
So ink didn't grow while y'all were showering?
No.
Mia!
Not that I remember.
Why do you have a bad memory?
I don't know. B12. I got a B deficiency. I do.
Mia, if I could not love you more.
I'd be honest with you.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
It's to the point where we don't care if you're lying or not. We just love you because it's what makes you you. And it's why you're such a standout on this show. Okay. You are wacky in the best way possible.
Yeah, a little too
and I'm
wacky,
obsessed with it.
Thank you.
Okay, so raindrops, I'll figure it out later.
Yes, okay.
In the first episode, Candiace trended. People were saying whether or not they miss her.
Yeah.
There's people who did miss Candiace and said the episode was missing Candiace. There's people who said, glad she's gone. We didn't even think about her. What are your thoughts on Candiace not returning this season?
So I think Candiace taking a break right now is perfect timing. She's having a baby. She honestly gets really emotional and she takes this very literal. And I think having a baby is the time for her to be at home nesting, okay? And that's exactly what she's doing, right? Do I love Candiace? Yeah. Do I miss her? Yeah. Do I think she crazy and that mouth is lethal? Yeah, but I like it, you know? And I think that that's what made her a really great reality TV star because she is unfiltered and she will say the things. And we need that. We need somebody to not be scared of the girls, right? Now, you know, and I just think that, and Candiace brings a lot, I think, personally, you know? She's an artist. You know how I feel about artists and music, the industry. Yeah. It's a love language.
Let's talk about the new cast members. So we have Stacey, who's from Detroit.
Yes.
And then we have...
And so are you.
I'm from the D.
Yes.
And you used to live... You would go to the D in the summers.
Yes. So my father, my biological father, is from Detroit. Wasn't raised by him, but I would go and visit my grandparents. And I would spend the summers. And I would get my hair braided across the street in the alleyway. And I learned how to play spades.
Yeah, that's a Detroit thing to do, too. So, it's a black thing
my first
first,
little
but yeah.
boyfriend was like, he lived on the next street over, and he used to come over and ride his bike, and on the summers and things like that. Like middle school. This is pre-ink, you guys. Yeah. So I know Detroit is like, to me, and what is it? Westfield Mall. They got like a real not so nice mall.
Girl, you're going to diss my city. I don't know what mall you're talking about.
I don't know.
And if I did, I'm going to be like you. I don't remember.
I'm trying to tell you, Detroit has this place. I'm like, oh, okay. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of character. I definitely can side with Stacey. Stacey opens up about her being from Detroit and how her daughter is not being raised in Detroit. But girl, you need to go ahead and just take your baby and drop her off at auntie's house for the summers. She'll learn how to braid her hair. Yeah.
You like Stacey?
I love Stacey. I think Stacey brings a lot. At first, I was like, ooh, girl, you scarecrow. You weird looking. Like, she's like weird. Like, you know what I mean? She's quirky. She's weird. She does this like turkey neck thing. But
What's a turkey neck
I don't know,
thing?
she's just like
an ostrich or giraffe?
Yes. But I love it. And her innocent, like, little game that she plays is cute. It's real cute.
And again, you like her.
I do like her.
Okay, I wasn't so sure.
But
Okay.
I like her so much because of all of her weirdness. And I've said these things to her face. Like, I tell her that, girl, you're weird. But I like it. It's okay to be pretty and weird. Another pretty weird girl.
Okay.
Good TV.
That works
She's
for
going to
you.
be good.
Okay.
I think. I hope everybody likes her. I really do. But, sometimes, you know how people be. I don't know.
So the jury's still out in terms of whether or not we're going to look.
Yeah.
No, listen, I'll say this. So far, so good.
Yeah.
And then we have the other one.
Yes, Jazzy. What
Jazzy.
do you call the other one?
No, I forgot. No, Jazzy. No, I forgot her name.
Jazzy's actually my friend. I bring her to the group, right? Because, she's
Jazzy's very pretty.
She's very pretty. She's fabulous. She's, she's a wag, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's actually newly engaged to her fiance, which now plays for Dallas. He was playing for the Chiefs when we met, and now he's in what is it, Dallas Cowboys?
Yes, the Cowboys.
That's Dallas, right?
That's in
Lord,
Dallas.
I don't know.
The Cowboys, yeah.
Clearly,
Yeah.
not my league. But she's amazing, and she bought her home there and back home. So hopefully you guys get to see more of her. She's spunky. She's witty. I like her. She's crazy though. But she's my friend. So
How long y'all been friends?
I've known her for almost 2 years now.
Okay.
But she's also really good friends with Ink's best friend. So yeah, he has a really good, his friend lives in the DMV. It's a girl, and they're really, really close. And so I kind of like vouch for her because I feel like anybody that's friends with Ink, if you like her, I love her, because Ink don't play. He don't do no like funny business.
Did Ink like it when you revealed that he folds Gordon's underwear and clothes?
So I'm glad that I had a chance to clear this up. Thank you, Carlos.
I love you.
Okay.
Hi,
Ink is very much so an alpha male. He's a Capricorn. He's type A. I absolutely love all of those quality traits about him because he is a man. Y'all been talking about my baby's height, but honey, he is like,
do y'all purposefully take pictures that way to not have him appear shorter than you in photos?
No.
Is that on purpose?
Well, no, it's not on purpose, but we're going to continue to do it now.
But you say Ink makes up for his height in other areas.
For sure. We're the same height when we're horizontal, guys. So, Stop it, Carla. No! Put it back! But
we won't do that.
Okay.
We'll talk offline. But
listen.
Ink is blessed.
Yes, for sure. And I think that, what were we talking about?
I know, I got distracted too. And I think I need a prayer cloth. those menopause
Some holy
fans.
water.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes. But no, we were talking about the fact that they said ink folds Gordon's underwear.
Yes, okay. He didn't like it at all. At all. He was like, babe, like what? Now here's the thing. This is what's the game that we were playing with J-Lo?
Mia be lying or Mia be lying still.
Okay, so Mia be lying on that, right? Because this is what I remember. Okay, so we talked about it, right?
Let's
So
do it.
here's what happened. It was a lot going on with Gordon around off season, and we weren't filming, and I was like, oh my gosh, Gordon, like you're stressing me out. Like he was staying at my home. He had his own home, but he wanted to come stay at my home because he didn't want to be alone. You know, like he's going through a lot, like a lot. And so he naturally left stuff at the house. And when, I just throw it in the laundry, and Ink, was helping fold. Now, I remember him coming across a couple of Gordon's pieces of clothing. I didn't think it was a big deal. I probably should not have said that about my babes. But also, too, he made it very clear. He was like, no. He's like, I didn't fold that man's laundry. I ain't folding that man's laundry. I'm a grown man. And I believe him because Ink won't lie. Like, Ink does not lie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm sorry, babe. I really thought that maybe you had folded those pieces of clothing.
See,
So
I don't know.
cleaning
Maybe
up.
it's you said, it's an alpha male thing. I didn't think it was a big deal until social media went crazy. And I was like...
I didn't think it was a big deal at all.
It's funny. I looked at it the way
I thought it was like he's showing up for the household.
I really took it as there's a bunch of clothes, yours, the kids, and
Yes,
Gordon's. And
the
I felt
dog.
like he was folding everyone's clothes, helping you. I never
Yes.
looked at it that this is Gordon's laundry basket.
No.
And Ink picked it up from the General Electric dryer. I never took it that way.
And honestly, I didn't think it would. I wouldn't have said it if I knew that it would affect. He is the alpha male, and if he didn't fold his laundry, he ain't fold his laundry. He said and I believe him.
So we saw you get kicked out of Gizelle's event.
Oh, did we see that? Yes, that's happening now.
Yeah. So, listen, I thought that...
I was cute, honey.
You know,
I was too cute to be getting kicked out anywhere.
Listen, I love that episode because I thought the fact that Ashley said, be here by 8. And what I loved about the producers following, I thought it was super smart. Shout out to the producers. It was super genius for them to have enough cameras to follow Karen's event at the same time as Gizelle's, follow the phone call, follow you guys in the Sprinter.
Yes.
And then when you made it back at like 8:04 or whatever, right? Like actually walking in around 8:04. I thought you guys did a good job.
We got there at 8, but it takes forever for us to get out the car. You know that.
Yeah, get out the car, make sure the cameras are repositioned.
Giselle knows that too. We were there probably before 8. It just takes us a while because you got to get everybody out and we got to check our mics and we got to do a little bit extra than the normal. Oh my God, girl, we're here. You know what I mean? So Gizelle, I'm going to have some compassion for my girl because I really do like Gizelle, even though she has no compassion for me whatsoever right now.
You don't think she does?
No.
Why?
It's almost alarming that she doesn't have compassion for what I'm going through. It's a little alarming.
Are you saddened? Cool. You seem a little saddened by it.
I am saddened by it because I feel like what I'm going through is so unorthodox my husband sat up there and said, my soon-to-be ex-husband, sat up there and said what he was going through. He has also said, I have been mean to you. He has also said, Mia has been nothing but supportive to me. He decided to, bring out what he's going through. And I feel like because of that, like, state your opinion on how you feel and be a good girlfriend and come over and check on my kids. You know what I mean? Like, if you're so concerned, because we're friends. I've been friends with these girls for years. If you're so concerned, call me, text me, knock on the door, say, hey, girl, you want to go get ice cream with the kids? Or do something, but don't sit there and wait. This is where I got Candiace's back on this one. Don't sit and wait until the cameras come around to be like, oh, I'm concerned about the kids. No, you're not. Because if you were concerned, like legit concerned about my children, being the girlfriend that I have been to you, like when her father passed away, what did I do? I cleared my calendar. The girls and I got a car. We went all the way around Potomac and Bethesda in the streets, picked up all the girls, went to her house, picked her up, took her out to dinner, spoiled her, went out for drinks. After we did exactly what she wanted to do, we poured into her because we wanted her to know that she was not alone. What you're going through is hard. So we're here for you, right? That's what friends do. And we did that on our own time, right? Because we're friends. And for her to like be, oh, I'm concerned about your kids. No, you're not. Because if you were, you would come and check on my kids, right? So yeah, I'm hurt by it. But
no,
I'm still...
And not to cut you off. The reason why I wanted to have you talk about this, I didn't know this obviously, is because people do sometimes look at you like, oh, she's fun, she's this wacky character, right? This is the first time that I'm really seeing you have some emotion when it comes to your friendship with Gizelle. And they can't see what I'm seeing right now because obviously I'm close to you. Your eyes are watering up a little bit. They're welling up a bit.
Don't give that to her.
Well, no. Meaning, no. What I'm saying
Let's
is...
zoom in. I'm fine. It's dusty in here, Carlos.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's dusty. But I think it's... Because listen, a lot of people have questioned the authentic friendships on this show, right? I had no idea you and Gizelle were that close. And me hearing what you did for her off camera in real life, in real time, is so beautiful. And I don't think the world knows that. And I'm being real with you. This is me having a real moment with you.
And she has shown up for me authentically off camera, full disclaimer. When Gordon did TMZ, she wanted to throw a whole like emancipation of Mimi for me. But, you know, in hindsight, I'm like, girl, you were celebrating something because you were excited because I was single like you, right? That's what was going on. Because, I mean, she was so excited to find out that Gordon was like, oh, yeah, another single girl. And she was like celebrating. And in hindsight, I thought, you know, oh, she's showing up for me. But now I'm like, nah, girl, you were celebrating my turmoil. Gag.
Okay.
No, seriously, think about it. You know, and so then I'm like, okay, this is alarming. But, you know, and I say all that, I'm still going to give her grace because I know losing a parent is really, really tough.
It is.
My father's no longer here with me and I wasn't raised by him and it's still tough.
Yes.
So I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt because I also know she's a daddy's girl. You know what I mean? Yeah. And she's been living her life with someone basically telling her how amazing she is. And now she doesn't have her best friend, Robin. And, you know, she a fish out of water. And her kids are gone. You know, what's she doing? She ain't got no man. She, you know, like she in her Willy Wonka house, like trying to, I feel bad for her.
You do?
I do. You know, and I have to give her grace because she don't have it together. She's really pretty.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. It's where, you know, that was up for debate when I first met her. That was it, right? Was she just a pretty face? You know? I don't know. It's up for debate. Now. So, time will tell.
Okay, because what I was going to say is I now have full understanding on why in the first episode that continued into the second, you had a very emotional reaction to Gizelle questioning that situation. At that time, I'm going to be real with you, I didn't get it because like you said, y'all film all day, you don't see everything. I now understand you weren't just crying, you were boo-hooing.
Yeah, it was hard.
So now I get it.
It was hard. It was hard because, you know, there's so much that goes on that doesn't get filmed and showing up is like the battle. And that day I was showing up. It was a hard day. So it was just like, there was other things that I had going on that when showing up was there, that's all you're going to get out of me. So the littlest thing, I'm not able to I'm just tired. And of course, Jacqueline has been with me all day, so she knows, you know? So I don't know. It was just one of those days, but I'm still going to give her grace. I mean, honestly, I shouldn't have even tried to make it to her party, right? But it's about her father. So I'm going to say here, the two women who sat there and was questioning whether or not I was protecting my kids had me on a goddamn world tour crawl on accepting fake awards and raising money for new foundations because it's a new cause. Like, come on now. Like, and you gonna kick me out? And Ink had just flew into town. I'm just like, take me home. Did you see the way that I'm like, all right, I'm out.
You did.
I was so unbothered. So unbothered.
Yeah. Mia be lying or Mia be lying still. You wore a different color green dress in the promo shoot. Was that accidental or to let these girls know there's a new queen in town?
That was actually accidental. No. It was.
I said to you.
It was accidental.
When I saw you in that promo shoot, I said, so your fans, the Mia Moores and the Raindrops, they tagged me and said, Carlos, ever since Mia came on the show, your prediction about her stardom has been factual. They said, Carlos. They call me Carlos.
Yeah,
Carlos.
Yes.
Mia is front and center in the promo shoot. You're right. Mia won.
I was like, who sent me here? Like, no. So same thing with the reunion. When I didn't find out that I was sitting next to Andy till I walked out there, I said, who put me in control of these girls? I don't want that job. And so, but I'm like, it is what it is. Like, I don't.
No, Mia, this is me you talking. We'll talk.
No, seriously.
Look me dead in my eyes.
Dead in your eyes.
When you found out,
yes,
you have first chair.
Yes.
And this is me, baby.
It's
when you found out,
yes,
you have first chair.
Yes.
At the reunion. There's something in your mind goes, Mia, this is it. You did bitch work.
There was something that went, gosh darn, like this is now. It's like it's lonely at the top. Now where I'm going, I'm gonna be sitting at Andy's chair next. Like where do I go from here? Where do I go from here? I don't went all the way got the darn sofa.
You went from being at the end of the couch your first season.
And that frightens me because I know what it's like to run organizations, and I'm like, dang, when you get to the top, then what? It's lonely up there, and then you got to work harder to like stay. It's harder to keep an A than to earn an A. Swear. Right?
When you saw that you were in the center of the photo shoot, was that another moment where, I mean, this is me and you. Were you kind of like, cause that's
so
2 for 2, baby.
Honestly, when I sat down, when I walked onto that set, first of all,
how did it react
no
to
shade.
you? Go ahead.
And I saw Karen and I saw my bridesmaids and I said, I said, well, I do. Is Ink gonna show up and like, are we getting married today? Karen looks like the mother of the bride, and those are my bridesmaids. Do they? Seriously, I was like, is this something I need to know, guys? And everybody was being uber nice to me. No one is telling me things. I got things popping up in my dressing room, like gifts and flowers. And I'm like, who are these from? Because the dress, let me tell you about the dress. This is why it will make sense to you. So the dress that I wanted to wear was a custom design gown that, unfortunately, my back area would not get into because I forgot I had allowed that area to get,
You had a BBL.
Well, no.
A fat transfer.
No. Is that what you call it? Yes.
You took the fat from the other areas and put it in the butt.
And I was like, don't let it go to waste, honey. So we put it over here.
Okay.
Well, I probably should have told the designer that before she made the dress, right? That I had extra. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Glad it's here. We had to order like off the rack, which I don't like to do. And that's where that dress came in. And so our stylist was like, yo, no, wear this one. And I was like, but it's not the color. She says, no, trust me on this one. Wear this one. So because all of that happened, and then when I see the set and I see the girls, I'm like, what's happening? But it wasn't a,
No, man, what's your wedding day?
But when you look at the photo, you can't unsee it, can you? Can you unsee it?
You look at
Karen
the photo.
looks like my mama. And KK is now Mama K.
You said KK's Mama K?
Yes. And KK. Juliana calls her NKK. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Mia, as we wrap things up, because I could talk to you all day long, because I
Come on, Carlos, what else you got?
I'm just obsessed with you.
No, this has been great. This is good.
No, okay. What do you think your future is with Ink? When you and Gordon are officially divorced, is your plan to immediately get engaged or marry Ink? And would Ink move to DC, or would you move to Atlanta?
Well, that's a loaded question. I think when it comes to Ink, like, we know we have forever, so there's no rush. Do I love him? Absolutely. Am I in love with him? Without a doubt. Have I always been in love with him? Yes. He's always had my heart. And I'm just so grateful that we're now in a space where we can live authentically and live out loud, and we can be together. And I am excited about marrying him and being his first lady. And I'm excited about what the future holds. As far as DC, Maryland, North Carolina, don't forget.
Yes.
Houston is actually on the chatterbox of what we want to do next. I think, remember, I'm bicoastal.
Yes, I forgot.
And I'm syndicated, baby, okay? My man is now syndicated,
And he's
right?
not a DJ, yes.
He's not a DJ. He's a syndicated radio personality. He just picked up new markets. So hopefully he'll continue to grow and evolve in that space, which he will, because that's just what he does so well. We are looking to build in Georgia, because I feel like it's time. And he, obviously, I'm not going to move into his home, because that's a home that he built for his daughter's mother, and it's 6 bedrooms, and I want 7 plus. So,
would you have kids with him, or are you done?
So I'm not going to say never, and we have talked about this. And Ink wants more children, and I will give that to him if that was time, right? Mm-hmm. But of course, we're probably going to go through the process of freezing some eggs soon, because my clock is ticking here. It may have talked. But I think it's important that when you're with a man and this is what he wants, like, we as women, like, I want to make my man happy. And I feel like having children will complete our circle. And, he has a beautiful baby girl that I consider to be mine. And I think she looks more like me than she does him anyway. So she even has my feet. Like, she has big feet. And her mom doesn't have big feet, and neither does he, and she has big feet. It's like meant to be. But that's
do you get along with his child's mother?
I don't know her, but I do know that she's a phenomenal mother. And from, like, conversations that I've been around that they've had, he's doing a phenomenal job being a good dad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I have to
or else I wouldn't even consider.
Yeah, no, he's a great. I love Ink. Yeah. I have to say this. Listen, I have the privilege of interviewing.
And I can also tell you why I haven't met her, if you want me to know.
Why haven't you met them?
Because she's a fan of the show.
She's a fan of the show?
Yes. I haven't met her. I have not met her. Let me tell you why. Because Ink told me, he's like, yeah, I will come home and you'll be on the TV screen. I'm like, you never once decided to tell her that, hey, yeah, that's my ex-girlfriend? Yeah.
Is she a fan of yours?
Probably not anymore.
So she's Team Karen.
Probably. Yeah. But I'm not going to say anything bad about her. I have nothing bad to say about her, other than I know that she's a good mom.
And she lives in Atlanta?
She is in Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You have so much story going on, baby.
You do.
No, but listen, that's why I have to say this to you. And I really want you to hear this and know that it's genuine.
Thanks.
You are a star.
Thank you.
I saw that the moment you walked in to the party. I forgot who party it was. No, it was Dr. Wendy's party.
Yes. Child, I ain't been back out there since. She lives in it's far. I love Wendy, but girl, she need to move closer.
Okay. Well, no. I knew it then. And I have to say, and I really want you to know this.
Yes.
You really have so much potential.
Thank you.
To be as big as you want to be. It's not every day that you see somebody that just has it.
Aww.
And you have it.
Coming from you, that means
no,
a lot.
you and I need you to you have it. And people used to read me for filth about you. You giving her too much. You praising her. And then the end of last season, I promise you, they all said, fuck, he was right. Like Carlos was right. And then they're seeing it now this season.
Thank you.
You really have a very bright future ahead of you. And not a lot of people have that. You could be on TV and not be a star.
Facts.
You could be on a show for 20 years and not be that girl.
Facts.
I need for you to know you are a motherfucking star.
Thank you.
And you are that girl.
Thank you, baby.
And I'm happy to witness you start off as the underdog and emerge as a star you are. So kudos to you. Whatever you're doing, whether it's praying to God about, all of this, or, stepping on these girls, and
just being me.
And just being you.
And evolving.
But whatever you're doing, keep it up. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
I really, really am.
Thanks.
And this interview has been long overdue.
Yes.
Long overdue.
Yes.
The raindrops have been asking. And baby, you answer. So I thank you. And this means the world to me.
No, thank you.
That you said yes. And thank you for cussing me out. And this goes to show, y'all can cuss me out.
I did.
And you read me for film.
Okay, yes. That's not cussing out.
And I want to say this. I'm going to end with this.
Okay.
When Mia cussed me out, she was speaking on behalf of the cast. And I want y'all to know that. She didn't do it just for her. I said, who sent you? She said, everybody feels this way. I said, well, tell them I said I'm sorry. So I want you to know you are a team player.
Yes.
And you, because people can do this all day long.
Right.
And you, when you called me and we spoke, you spoke on behalf of your cast.
I did.
And I want them to know you are a team player.
Oh,
okay? But
you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I really am.
Well, thank you.
Yes! I love you so much.